Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan, and we are live. What's good, man? Wednesday, the 23rd. Got my peeps in here already. What's good? T-Boy Cash, 3 Pony. Yeah. Trendline Treasy. What's going on, y'all? So good to see you guys, man. Hit that like button for me on your way in. I had a little I've been contemplating trading pre-market for a while, and I just really wasn't prepared. I really wasn't prepared. My entry was almost awesome. I wanted to get in here, but I didn't want to use my hotkey because I didn't want to do full risk on the trade. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just get 20 shares, and I put in a stop market order. So of course that didn't work, and then I'm fumbling around, and by the time my entry was, I wanted it to be 9:02, but I ended up getting in at like 9:32, and bro, then I'm like, once that debacle happened, now I'm like, okay, well now how am I gonna sell? Okay, I got to use a limit order, so I put out a limit order just under 11 instead of just using my hotkeys to, get out like I normally do, because now I'm thinking I can't use my normal method of trading because, whatever. And I didn't sell, man. I had my order was like right here by this wick, man. And it just didn't hit it, man. It didn't hit my order, and I just sat there like a deer in headlights. Got out break even, and then hopped back in on some FOMO, and then that one I lost $7, $8. So, my bad, folks. I was all discombobulated, bro. I'm not used to pre-market, but it was a great trade. I mean, I got in 9:32. It went up to 10:88, but yeah, I failed, but a small fail. So we're good. I know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get it together. I'm glad I was trading with small shares, but I get it. I'm pretty sure I can use my hot buttons to sell in pre-market because these are limit orders. No, it's a market order. All right, I got to create some buttons. Yeah, I forgot I changed these to market orders. That's why I couldn't use them. So I gotta create some pre-market buttons or something if I'm gonna try that again. I'll do like some half risk buttons or something. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I was totally unprepared. Notorious Rob, what's going on, man? Nova, focus on me. Yeah, man. We hopefully we can find something in regular market, man. Regular market's been pretty weak sauce lately though. Trex, what's up, Trex? Keeping it small. Yeah, that's what's up. Ross does. He starts small and builds a cushion and then goes heavy. That's a pretty cool situation. But I mean, at this point, I'm taking like one trade a day, so that wouldn't really be practical for me. Yeah, I'm down with that focus. I've been trying to get to my desk at like 6:30, 6:30 Central. So that would be 7:30 market time. Is that too late? All right. I mean, if pre-market has definitely been seeming like the vibe, man. We might have to make some adjustments, man. What up, Danny? Might have to make some adjustments because it's been super dry, man. Man, we popping this morning, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all hitting the like button for me on your way in, please. Por favor. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Channel's popping. Micro Don trading. What's going on? Headed back to KC. Yeah, man, it's been so hot here, bro. Like miserably hot. Straight baking. Baking. That's a cool little 15 there. Yeah. Man, that's a really nice place to be. 750. Got in like around this area. Sheesh. What a nice run that was. Ah, okay. Lincoln, Nebraska. Whoa, D-Nut, yo. You're in D-Nut at 4:30? Well, it's coming back to you. Yeah, Ali, what's going on with D-Nut? Krispy Kreme. Meme stock. Oh, this is meme stock. Is this the same situation with GoPro? Pumping and dumping. Okay, sounds dangerous. Sounds dangerous. What do we have here? PLRZ. I don't know what to think of that one. 187 is yesterday's high. Got your dollar. That's what's up. I'm so disappointed that I did not get to sell up there. It was such a good trade, man. That would have really lit my pre-market fire. Like, yeah, pre-market, yeah. But I mean, just seeing it was super awesome too. But yeah, get it together. Hey, what's up, Red? We'll get it together. PLRZ looks super choppy. Damn, PLRZ popping though. You catch that dip, focus. Too quick. Nice. Golly. That Joker hold over 187. We could talk. How come it's not? Oh, I just put my line there. Okay. Yeah. Nah, I mean, yeah, no. I just, bro, it's just been so dry. It's just like nothing to do, man. Just can't help but feel like the net needs to be cast a little wider, you know? So FOMO. uh, Golly, bro. All right. uh, this looks like a really good ORB setup. I don't really have any data though, so just looking. Just looking. Actually, I would say the better ORB is when it dips down. Costs. Yep. Yeah, what was costs? Cost, GoPro, and Donut. D-Nut. Wow, Cost is definitely the strong one out of the bunch. Look at that beauty right there. Theme Catalyst. Oh, the other ones aren't low float. Cost the one to do it, huh? Mhm. Man, that's purdy. That's real purdy. Over 1055. Hmm. Put a line there. That's where all the volume is. Yeah, me too, Rob. Me too. Break over 205 and hold. They're like swimwear. See what happens. Man, PLRZ. Look at that. Man, I'm tripping. I'm about to take this 1 minute entry. I sure was. Golly, PLRZ going crazy. Hmm. Uh, I mean, potential's pretty wide open for this thing, bro. PM got me jacked up. Yeah, maybe so. Man, it's right at resistance. Yeah, we definitely need over 205. We got 310. Think so. What's your what's your average focus? It's pulling back in pretty hard. 184. Okay. It's pretty good. I mean, I thought you was gonna be at like $2 talking about you got in late. That's pretty decent to me. I guess late for you because usually getting in at the very bottom, huh? Golly, that thing running, man. The FOMO. Yeah, that one ain't for me, but this one right here, bruh, I really want to take the break, but it's just not possible. I don't know if I'll ever take a higher day breakout ever again. Ever, ever? 235 on your EMA sandwich. We're definitely on a plane, bro. The globe is retarded. A spinning water ball in a vacuum. It's quite retarded, but you know, I'm sorry, not retarded. It's impractical. But we gotta stay focused, bro. Yeah, we talking about trading for sure. Gotta stay focused. We can pop that can open at 11. PAPL. Yeah, that thing going crazy, bro. It's ain't nothing for me to do with it yet. These candles are wild. Dang, it cost halt. Sure did. Sure did. That's pretty nasty. Mm. Yo, what up, Paul? Good morning. Yeah, I know, Trey. That's what I'm saying. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just want the pop over 205 and then to pull back and hold. That's all I need to see. And or really a higher low. If I can get a narrow range higher low candle with an entry like, 185 or something, that would be cool. But I don't know, man. At this point, yeah, nah, I think I need the 205 break and hold. Morning, OG. You got it? Nah, man. We were looking at it. This would have been real sweet right there. But nah, man. Second halt too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that 15 is that's kind of expecting that 15 back to VWAP now. I mean not VWAP but by EMA. What's this low? Low a day, 172. We got 174 over here. What up, BLT? Good morning. Made over 2K on cost? Dang. Golly, bruh. Well done, sir. It's wonderful. At the open or in pre-market? Or you get in pre-market and sell the open? Lost on AMOD. At the open. Cost was crazy off the open. Who are we talking about on cost? 742. What pre-market high? That's funny. Yeah, this looks dastardly. Really? Short 188. Looking for 166. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's what I was more likely to come down to the EMA on the 15. But kind of got the EMA retest setup going on for me over here on the 5. But we can't take the 5 in spite of the 15. Pally, million sellers on emoji. Pally, wow, it's jumping. Daily. I don't know, bro. 15 below the EMA. The mug is in a vicious downtrend right now. Vicious. Webull for charting. Yeah, Webull was my first. Nah, I didn't see any news on Pally, Trey. News is it's moving. Big facts. Oh, snaps. Double bottom, 172. Some volume too. Oh, unrealized. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it didn't go anywhere. Some Mm-mm-mm-mm. 87. Pally right on cue. What a dump. Cost is back open. running down to 7. RGC. This is weekly. It's interesting. PLRZ, looking interesante. Well. Oh, this doesn't have a catalyst though. It's above yesterday's high, which is pretty cool. Trying to break through pre-market high, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to take this. Entry is way too close to high of day though. I'm straight. RGC. Wow. Yeah, that's uncalled for, bro. How is this? Oh my God. RGC. Yeah, that's rough. Dang. There he goes. It looked so good. It looked so good. Shark Week. It looked so good. It's okay though. Right off of yesterday's high too. And over pre-market high. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't fit because of the day one news, but intraday, that thing was sweet. Teleportation win. Golly. Yo, what up, Leon? Yeah, man, I'm doing great, bro. Like to take some trades, but other than that, I'd say things are going pretty well. What's going on with you, Leon? Been on vacation again? Dang, bro, the FOMO has me. It really wasn't a great entry though, like super wide range candles and stuff. Yeah, FOMO's hella real. Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot, Knives. Like it definitely seems to have died, the small cap market, at least for like regular market trading. Um, mm, yeah, I hear that, Leon. It has seasons. Yeah, I've been thinking about going back, opening the door for mid cap catalyst plays, like earnings and news and stuff on mid caps that gap up. Cause I don't know. I mean, I still feel like there's like one or two opportunities sometimes a day, but that's like you need more than that. Need more than that. Yeah. Hmm. I do remember post market popping. Hmm. PAPL with the bounce. You still got an eye on that trade? It's looking deadly. Chime. Wow. Nice daily. Thing already went crazy, Microdon. That's not crazy. It has gone crazy. IPOC. A little expensive for me right now. Cost back to the EMA. Crazy. D-nut curling. GPR didn't sell off too bad. Zoos day two FOMO. Oh wow. Yeah, this would have been the entry here. Joker gone. I hear you, Knives. IOVA. Mm. Yeah, that's pretty nice. ABVX. Huh. Thought it was too expensive at 55, man. 55 looking cheap now, huh? Sheesh. Your mind was in the right place for sure. Yeah, that's wild. Happens to the best of us, BLT. See, I ain't miss out on too much or nothing. That wouldn't have been a 2 hour move. I would have had to sell that quickly. For 2 cents. She went on down there, huh? Yeah, yeah, it's hard out here for a long man. This thing is dry. No, I sure didn't, Knives. Well, wait. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did. I was trading large mid excuse me, mid and large caps last summer. I was so all over the place last summer. I would have had four or five trades on by now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna set up some hotkeys specifically for free market. Oh wow, yeah it is. Oh man, don't go crazy now. Don't go crazy. First 15 to make a new high. Where's the pullback? How am I gonna back test pre-market trades? Hmm. Um, so two. All right, focus. How am I gonna back test pre-market trades? I don't know, man. Just go look at a bunch of charts and see how it goes. Minimum wage, just be on time. I got you. I'm gonna set a $5 risk hotkey for pre-market. And we getting it tomorrow, focus. Inshallah. Cost looking kind of interesting over here. The volume's trash though. T-Rash. Yeah, super trash. D-Nut's doing good volume. GPRO's grounding back up. Huh. What to make of this? $182. Is this 182? It's 187. Mm. Man, this thing got 2 minutes. I like the one already. Um, I did. I mean, it didn't have a catalyst though, and I'm trying to stay somewhat in my sandbox here. What was wrong with this one? I think I would rather see it test and hold 4. That 15 is nice though. Yeah. Float over 200 million. Yeah. I just don't really want to start jumping into random tickers. You know, my watch list, I go through, look at the daily, go back a few, a few months, years, look at news, draw levels, and then decide this is what I'm going to watch. That's why you told me. Yeah, I figured you do have an eye for it, man. That's pretty awesome. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Don't go yet. I should just take that joint. Ah, yeah, you can sense it. Dang it, man. I just want to take that joint. PLRZ looking a little better. Back to my little level I was liking. After all of that, though. Dang it, man. Oh my God. It was totally my setup, man. I should have taken it. Hmm. I just wanted this to close red and stay beneath this high. But they're not perfect all the time, so damn, that burns me. That burns me. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. It was red for like 4.5 minutes. All right. Appreciate it, Knives. Shit. Damn it. I want that Friday clip now. When Craig almost had got the money from his girl, and then Felicia came up and asked him to borrow the microwave, or was it VCR? She's like, it's the bag. And then she was like, "Oh hell nah, ask that B for some money." And then he went up to Smokey. He was like, "Man, I almost had to." Man, you ain't had nothing. That's how I'm feeling right now, man. Almost had it. Almost had it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Man. Oh my gosh. I'd have been out of there already too, man. I already took profits, hopefully, up there at the highs. Yeah, thanks, T-Boy. No, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. I kind of just kind of manufactured this line in the sand right here based on this hammer from pre-market and these two candles that held right here. So yeah, it was an A plus, but it was like one of those educated intuition, as Ross says. So yeah, that's why I didn't take it, right? Because if I was 100% sure, nothing would have stopped me from taking it. But there was something there that was like, yeah, okay, I feel better now. Yeah, I used to trade the orb. Man, what's up, Joe? Appreciate you, bro. Hit the like. PLRZ did a little thing. I was looking at this, but can't get in after this big drop. Probably reject pre-market again. This could still work out on AMOD. Like we can get a little 2 5 minute candle pullback, even though highest volume of the day is pretty much dead. 6 penny wins, I know, right? Yeah, nah. Let's not be a C trader. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, the first time I saw Ross trade, I was like, oh hell nah, man. Ah, hell nah. I like the guarantee for sure, Rob, but I need the good entry, man. I need the entry I can feel good about. I watched Ross. It was just like just candles shooting straight up, and then he getting in and like calling out these levels he wants to break, and I was like, nah, man, but what is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah. Ah, damn it, Rob. uh, Everybody got in but me. cool. That's cool. Impending doom. What's good? Broke pre-market high. That's cool. I seen it bubbling. We already had the new high on the 15. There was a lot of good things lining up to take that trade, man. Yeah, I seen it on the one too, Paul. It was beautiful. I was a little sketch on the 15 though. A little sketch. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's still early. It's still early. Now I'm all charged up with FOMO now though. uh, uh, bro, it needs a huge pullback now. And if that Romo regret missing out, right? It's gone. The miss out has happened. Reality. Thanks, Knives. That's the silver lining of missing the setup. I knew it in my chest though that it was about to go, man. uh, yeah. What about zoos? What's going on with zoos? Oh wow, yeah, that was it, bro. Nah, uh, highest volume of the day. I gotta put the line up. It's gotta come back down now. That's pretty nice right there. Yeah, this is way too. This is too extended for me to get in right here, bro. I gotta get in at the beginning of the trend. This thing's been going up for a minute. All right. MOD. Look at that nasty rejection. Oh, I got multiple charts, bro. I got 6 up over here on my left. What is this? Only 6. Only 6. I used to have 12, bro. Way too much input. That's how I was trading like 20 trades a day. I'd be in like 5 things at the same time. It was ridiculous. Unsustainable. I wanted to catch everything moving. You got 16? Good Lord. Man, nice call on zoos, man. Man, I just this rejection is nasty though, bro. Look at the 15, man. If it holds this level though, it's gonna be mad tempting. That 205 level is pretty significant, I would say. I think it's significant on the daily too. No, yeah, yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, it's been tapped a few times on the top and bottom. You still watching PAPL, Trey? Feel like I see a triangle brewing over there. Oh, I didn't know you was in before. Israel again on Zeus. Swap held on AMOD. Mm.
Order filled.
That ain't looking good. Yeah, it's in there. What's up, Jonathan Cook? IXHL. Let me sit here and stress on this trade real quick. IXHL moving pretty nice. Wow, Wolf going crazy. What's up, Jack? No ban after yesterday. Nope. Only lost one sub too, and it came back by the end of the day. Come on, baby. Squeeze on up there, man. Where Bugs at? Come on, Bugs. I mean, if we could just go back up to high a day, I'd be straight with that. uh, uh, the volume's there, man. They just not buying it. $9.50 and 55. Well, the job there is to put the line over and wait for the EMA retest or reset, which I feel like this was the coming back to the EMA and then the higher low, but probably could have waited for a better higher low than that.
Order filled.
Well, that's that. What's that looking like? Tools, settings. That. What am I doing here? Yeah. That thing got slapped, boy. And PAPL, yeah, it's definitely a dead one, man. Ooh, that looks really nice on the one. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know, man. PAPL, it's creeping up. Right. I mean, you sitting here anyway. Yeah, it's starting to pick up a little bit. Starting to pick up. Activating diamond hands. Might as well, bro. Might as well. Average 706. Okay. I Yeah, this thing looking super dead, honestly. Think it's molasses. It's doing 5 million shares. It's doing 500K a 1 minute candle. But yeah, I guess the float is pretty high, so it ain't moving much. That's a good point. Yeah, we talking about on GPRO Microdon. Yeah, that's definitely something helpful for me to realize. Man, I sure like this, but it's just so high up there. It's really nice. It's 90 cent. Nah. ABVX from Joe. Okay. That looks pretty decent. A little triangle right there, eh? Kind of like that on 8mod. Out of PAPL at 7, huh? Yeah, it's looking sketch. What? What? When did that happen, Trey? C Tour. Hotkey out 267. I read. I see. Dang. Hmm. Man, it's already 10:41, bro. This is lame. Yeah. This is lame. I know, man. I gotta relax. I need some tea. Yeah. Yeah, she popping. 18K shares. Good Lord. Big dog. Big dog. Out. Sounds like interference to me. Sound like interference. Oh yeah. Okay. Where? I don't see a break of 15-minute low. I don't see it. Womp womp. Oh yeah. Okay, what's happening over here? Man, that sale was so bad though. What's that? Yeah, but I don't buy high and buy higher. I want the dip. I want the pullback. Like AMOD right now. That's too funny, Rob. Um, man. Yeah, that looks very interesting on C Tour. Hmm. Yeah, I like that break above that, but it's just too far gone, man. I mean, they're gonna take profit eventually. I just don't want to buy right when they're about to take profit, you know? My objective is to avoid that. Yeah, over 272. Will Billy prevail? Damn. Dang, a 15 too. It's pretty nice. Could still take it on 15, honestly. Over 14. That would be, I feel like, such FOMO. This ain't got nothing on. Trade 19 minutes ago, most active stocks. That's it. It's just like depressing only getting like one look, and then it wasn't even a great look, and then it's just like come back tomorrow. 280s. Man, nice call there, Focus. Nice. There you go, T-Boy. Nice. All right, killer. You're gonna have real fun today at Disney. uh, yeah, I hope so, Focus. Wilderness takes it. Man, yeah, that part, Trey. Yeah, I'm not, I don't want the pullback way up here though. I want them when the candles are still small and it hasn't gone parabolic yet. I'm not a high momentum scalper. Yeah, I can't imagine adding more shares way up there on C-Tor, bro. That's wild to me. But hey, man, I'm not. You're up 4,900, not me. So. All right, focus. I like to avoid this. That's what I like. That right there. That's what I like to avoid. uh, dang. It's got to pull all the way back. This thing is gone. It's finished. There's no trading this. Well, we got an MA reset on A mod. It's still doing very good volume. I think we can have a chance over here. I think we can have a chance. We get back over 196, hopefully through 2, and come back and hold this high. I can see a nice trade formulating. What them dots for a trade? This PAPL trade? Hmm. Yeah, kind of they ain't did nothing yet, but it looked like he wanted to do something for sure. AMOD. What? What's wrong with AMOD? The day is done. Such a nasty rejection on the 15, man. Mm. You think it's drowning? 680, 675. honestly. Man, focus. But this wasn't on my radar at all, so I've had so many trades where I pull it up and I think I see something and I just punch in and didn't really do much DD, but this was really saucy. The 15, I mean I could have just taken it on the 15, but honestly, Trey, it's feeling like volume is the news, man. uh, all right. Well, is AMOD gonna creep up or no? 176. Yeah, that part. That part. Here's Seator. See, this is the kind of pullback I'll be waiting on, Red. It's all over, Paul. So, might not be. Might not be. Y'all are funny in the chat, bro. Yeah, that's definitely facts. All right, if it closes below 176, we're shutting it down. But if it breaks up, we're gonna wait and see if we get the EMA dance. over two, around $2. Yeah, I agree, Trey. Just been kind of having a hard time feeling like I'm not getting enough opportunities. Like what? Two out of everything. Two out of all the stocks that gapped up this morning had news. And only one of them went up, and I missed it. uh, yeah. See how that worked out. It actually is too much selling now. It's just too. It's gone, bro. Like the move is made to me. If I'm trying to trade a trend, like it trended. Like big rejection on the 15 minute. Like this thing is finished, man. It's over. I'm sure there'll be hella opportunities to scalp it, but the way I trade, I'll be sitting there holding the bag, waiting for it to go up, and you'll be like sold, and I'll be like, damn, you know. So I'm pretty sure when you mentioned C-Tor, it was like right here breaking up. I feel like it was on this candle right here when I first pulled it up. Um, like selling the same candle you bought, just like a few cents above your entry. I guess, like just um, just very small profit targets. 1038, that's when you said it. Or what? Oh, the price. Yeah, exactly. It was way up there, bro. I wasn't gonna buy that. Trade ideas. I've been wanting to rock with Stock Rocks one of these mornings instead of Zendu. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. All right, we're getting some action over here on AMOD maybe. Still pretty much needed to come up here over my yellow line. Well, it depends how. It depends on the entry. If my risk is 25 cent, then 50 cent is cool. But if my risk is 40 cent, then 50 cent's not good. Six. Yeah, and I've definitely come to a place where I would rather have a lower ratio and a higher accuracy. Like I want to sell sooner. Like I'm over holding for the big the big RR trade. But I still want to get in when it at least has the opportunity to make that type of a move. You know, PAPL shaping up a little bit too. Actually shaping up more than AMOD right now. This one looking pretty weak. Mm. Yeah, AMOD looking toast. This thing's looking pretty good though. Over 711. Break and hold 711. No volume. Party pooper. Yeah, it definitely got nasty. Once that low broke, that was it. This 15, yeah, it's done after this, man. It's nasty. It's nasty. This thing has no volume. We just said 500K. Hold up. Okay. I don't even have 500 on the 15. Come on, man. Yeah, bro. It's hella slow. This looks really nice. uh, it's tough right now. What was your target on PAPL 17? Just hit 717. Wolf. Yeah. You didn't have to trade it. You was already in it. You just had to sit on your hands. Hold that L till it turned to a W. Oh, Wall Street bets. Yeah, report back, Rob. Put us on game. Basically, a pullback on the 15 and the 5 minute making higher highs on the above the EMA after pulling back. What happened to Wolf? But I want to get in before the extension move. Like I don't want to get in at the top, even though I'm looking at this over a high of day. But it doesn't seem to be holding that at all. Yeah. It's over. It's over. The 20 EMA. That's a nice 15-minute candle right there. Hmm. No, I mean high of day is just if it gets there, it's a place that I would definitely want to sell, but I don't always I'm not getting in exclusively holding for high of day. It's just an obvious level that I would want to sell at, like pre-market high. Yeah, I see it. See it creeping. Just volume's picking up a little. No, not really. Not really. Volume's still trash. Well, I want to see something on a higher time frame like the 5. So I like it here at the EMA, but I don't just buy it because it touched the EMA because it's downtrending, right? There's a long leg, so it could easily do two candles up and then continue the downtrend, right? That's why I need to see some kind of confirmation, like a higher low, that it maybe wants to keep going. It wants to go back up. But like this candle on the 15, man, this is pretty much like the ending signal, like the sell signal, like it's over, bro. But the second candle it doesn't look so bad. It looks more like could be just a pullback. Yeah. All right, it's creeping back up. I was gonna just buy the 15 right here, the break of 186, but this isn't clean enough for that, I don't think. The backside of the train. I just want some sort of confirmation that it is not going to keep going down. Because I mean, bruh, it's going down, you know. So I don't just buy the bottom and hope that it goes up. I want to actually see it start going up. We got nothing here except you know, maybe a base forming down here, but not really. Okay. Got over 186. 15-minute is triggered. Yeah. Uh-huh. So that's why I wanted to take the 15. That's especially this time after 11, the 15 be it. Why are you engaging? That's my boy. Um, 235. Yeah, I was watching it too. The volume was just dead though. It didn't have nothing coming. It needed a whole wave of buyers and sellers to come in to make that thing active again to me. Nah, I haven't, BJ. Huh. The +1 VWAP band. I'll have to look into that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, kind of wishing I bought the 15, but we'll wait. We'll let the pattern play out. See if it gives me what I want. I know, man. I should have bought the 15. After 11, the 15 is really what I want to use to enter, but at the same time, I still want to wait for a confirmation on the 5. So, yeah. I feel like I'm trading scared. Like too cautious. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Thanks, Knives. This is new. This is very new for me. It's sitting here day after day and not doing anything. I am not used to this. Bad trade on Wolf. Yeah, I saw it up here, but it's right up there at resistance, you know. La resistance. I appreciate you, T-boy. Yeah, that's true too, Knives. That is true too. Yeah, I mean, this trade right here was one that I was near to taking. It wasn't perfect, but I feel like it was good enough. You know, I feel like it was good enough. If I was in a place of confidence, I would have taken it. Already down 1R. Yeah. Took a L on PLRZ. It would be a super cool red candle to make right here. Yeah, I ain't lying. Oswack alive. It's a low floater too. Wow, really nice on the 15 too. No volume though. None. Mm. Hmm. So, yeah, that's where I'm at, BLT. I actually like what. Well, yeah, I ain't even trying to look at that. Mm. C-Tor is looking better now, Red, but volume's dead now. There is no hope today. Yeah, I just need to close it down and get. I think it does, bro. It's got the volume per candle. Gem time. Let me see what this candle does on AMOD, man. You shut it down. Let's see if some buyers come in here right quick and buy this thing up. Lower high or higher low? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Love to see this thing close over 186. It's looking better and better. Just got 2.5 minutes till this candle closes. Yeah, that makes sense, Red. 2 minutes. With email confirmations. GEVX. Ooh, what did that just do? That's weird. GEVX. What are you talking about? Bunch of frozen in time stocks. One minute left. It's looking kind of weak now. Where's the buyers? Engulfing huge elephant candle. Yeah, cost is looking pretty cool. Volume came in, huh? A little bit. Relatively, I guess. All right, new candle. Arnaz quick. Yeah, 191 would be the trigger, man. Assuming it doesn't break this low like it just did. Cost, you're up. Where's the volume, bro? This is disgusting. Depressing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Yeah. What's up, Fulton? It's lame. Lame. Got a new low on the 15 too. Yeah, I've been Unless the 15's like super solid, which this one's very skeptical because of the 15-minute sell signal and then how many candles it pulled back. It's more likely that this is a retracement before the downtrend continues. See, this is the setup. This is the setup. There's just no volume. Can't trade it. Can't trade it. See, this is one that I would feel more comfortable taking the 15 on. The gym is calling. Do you know what a failure trader is called? Oh gosh. What is it called, Red? I feel an insult incoming. Yeah, this is the setup right here. I could probably get yeah, that's true. That's because usually at this point of the day, I'm emotional. No, nothing. Well, I was expecting it coming at me though, so that's a relief. uh, Emotional damage. I appreciate you guys, man. That's why I really don't like trading off the stream. You guys are my pod, you know? So it's become a system. And the days where there aren't opportunity are my red days. Those are my red days. And they're usually my biggest red days because I keep trading because I won't accept the fact that there's nothing to trade. And I just keep looking until I find something that resembles a setup. And then I trade it and then I lose. And then I'm even more upset. And then I want to trade more and start digging even more deeply into a day with no opportunity. And that's how I get my big red days. So this is what's been missing. The discipline to sit on my hands and the discipline to shut it down when it just ain't there. Even if I'm red, small red. Like all my red days are max loss. Like virtually all my red days are max loss. Just what is your proof though? Name a proof, Red, that does not include a picture or a video from NASA or a GoPro wide angle lens. Those are the only three places curvature is found. It's so practical. It's so practical. Like just the fact that when you get into a plane and go 30,000, 40,000 feet up in the air and you look out the window, the horizon is at your eyesight, right? That wouldn't be possible on a ball, right? Because as you went higher, you would be able to see further down the ball. It would never rise up to your eyesight. Yeah, exactly. There's most people believe that satellites are providing us our internet and our communications across the globe, right? But it's underground cables. There are no satellites floating in like you just go high enough and then the thing that makes you fall doesn't make you fall anymore. Like you just magically pop out of falling. But just like little practical things like that. But you can't show me a real picture of a satellite. They're all go Google it. They're all CGI. Yeah, the satellite is picking up ground antennas. It's not really a satellite in the air. Fake. Show me the space station. These are what I'm saying is these are those proofs that only NASA can show you. That's not legitimate to me because I can show you I can show you major lies from NASA. Just the bloopers of them faking spinning around and grabbing wires. Like there's like hella videos of green screen glitches and wires malfunctioning. Connect wide range instead of straight line. Bro, the range that we can use radar in the ocean violates the globe. Long distance photography violates the globe. It's real simple stuff that like when you stop when you get to this side and you look back and think about the things that we were taught since we were children, that water can stick to a spinning ball, or that water is curving even though clearly when you stand on the beach the water is completely horizontal, which is why we call it a horizon, because it's horizontal, right? But that's what I'm saying, Rob. Whenever we have these conversations, people yell out these buzzwords like science and physics and Newton and all of that, but they can't actually explain how that relates to what they're trying to say. Like just this one point. Does this make sense? Right. The ball will come down because it is heavier, it is more dense than the medium it is inside of. It because it is heavier. If you throw something in the air that is lighter than air, it will float up. That's why helium rises. It's less dense than air. Why isn't gravity holding helium down like everything else? I don't know about the tides. That there, I've seen it explained. It's just not really. It's weird to me. But the idea that the moon is causing our oceans to move around is kind of ridiculous. So you think we have waves? I would say we have waves because of wind, right? Like if you're at a lake on a day where there's no wind, the water is completely still. You can even see a mirror image, which is only possible on a flat ocean, on a flat level. You won't get a mirror reflection on a curved body of water. I water in the bucket without being touched, does it have waves? No. If you stand on the shore and watch boats leave, you can watch it. No, bro. This has been debunked many times. It's been debunked many times, bro. If you go out there with a powerful enough camera, you can stand there and watch the boat go over the horizon, and then you pull out a camera and you zoom back in. You ever seen a perspective graph? Where they got? Where's a good one here? Maybe that guy. Anyway, as things move away, they compress into the horizon. The horizon is not a physical thing, right? It's made from our perspective, right? It's where the sky and the earth meet based on our perspective. But the sky is not touching the earth, right? It's just our perspective. And as the further things away, the more they compress into the horizon. And so a boat can just go so far. Let me see here. How do I search inside of the channel? Uh, Hope this isn't all this is. This is literally this what happens with the sun, and this is what happens when things go far away. It's not going over a curve. Um, okay, hold up. I know they got a better one than that. Here we go. Check this out. Check this out. Right? If you were standing on the shore and the boat went out there, you would say it went over the horizon, right? Because it just compresses into the horizon. Like if you were to draw a perspective graph, it's still there. You can see the bottom and everything. Where is it? Um, Trying to find the one where they actually show you the math. I don't know. Doo-doo. Okay, I know where I can find it on my phone. There's no edge. There's no edge, bro. All we know is the Antarctica is actually a wall of ice that holds our oceans in, and we can't go. You cannot go. You can't go investigate for yourself. I've been on a plane before, and I noticed how the horizon rises up to the eyesight looking out the window. Like, can y'all at least concede to that point that if you were on a ball and you went up 40,000 feet above the ball, that the horizon would curve away from you? Is that not practical? You can go on a little tiny piece, but you can't go explore Antarctica, bro. You're not nearly high enough. Okay, but check this out, Paul. If they're lying about the Devon Island stuff and all of our proof of the sphere comes from them, how are you standing 10 toes like I don't give a F what I'm talking about? Like, that's not a chink in the armor of credibility. There's no feat that is going to show you the curvature of the planet, Rob, but you have people using proof, heights lower than 50,000 feet, saying that the Earth is curved. It could be an infinite plane, BLT. I got to come prepared for these conversations. But honestly, I just, I don't believe there's any proof that's gonna snap you guys out because you believe it. You believe it so deeply in your chest that there's nothing that's gonna there's nothing that's gonna make you believe. Black swan. Bruh, where's the video? Really want to show it? Dearth. Where's the you can't post links on here, Red. You got to go to the Discord and post links. Hurry by Edmo D. Yeah, right. Rob, you're saying that because they tell you that, bro. You cannot show me a picture of any of those things that's not edited. Go find a picture of the Earth that's not edited. That's not a computer generated image. You know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see this is actually something that we use as proof, because none of the southern continents are connected together. Like there's no connections from here to here. But hold up, this is I don't see what this has to do with being flat or a globe though. This just means there's no satellites. You know, all right, Nova. This is what I want, Nova. Nova's the type of person I want to talk to. Like you guys who are religiously attached to the sphere, there's no hope for you. You guys worship NASA, and whatever they tell you, you guys are you guys are good with it. If you look in history, Nova, the planets that are all named after what? Greek gods, blasphemy. The planets were called wandering stars, right? BJ, if you look through your telescope and you see a flat, non-moving image, yes, they hacked your telescope. They hacked your telescope. But Nova, back to what I was saying. The stars were the planets were called wandering stars because they're exactly the same as stars, except the stars have a fixed orbit. The stars do perfect circles around the North Star, right? But these wandering stars, they do a specific pattern around the North Pole that sets them apart from the other stars. So they were called wandering stars. Where is the star pattern? What is it called? Dang it, man. I can't remember which planet it was. These are the patterns that the wandering stars make in the sky. Look how beautiful these are, bro. But let me show you what they're hiding from you with your telescope. This is what the stars and the planets look like. That's Venus. If you buy a P900 camera and zoom in, this is what the planets look like and the stars. They're luminaries. They look like lights in water. This is what they're hiding. This is why your telescope goes through compression filters and smashes, because they don't teach us this in school. This is not a part of the narrative. This is literally the Rothschild educational system that was put in place to get us where we are today. Bro, if you take out your iPhone and zoom into a star or a planet when it's close by, when you actually know that that's a planet, you can see it shimmering just with this phone. The stars are not burning balls of gas. Planets and stars are in the lowest heaven. All they did, they took the flat map and they wrapped it around a ball. Because Antarctica is like the secret. All these wars between these nations is cap, man. Is cap. This is the longest standing treaty. Where's all the list of all the nations? All these nations have signed a treaty. Bro, you can go to the little Elbow Island tourist corner that they have sectioned off for Antarctica.
You gotta be kidding me. These guys found the entrance to the ice wall right before I was about to go and discover for myself the Antarctic Ocean. I had just organized a group of
All right, here's a fun project. So they have this measurement tool, right? Where you can this looks weird. All right. So they got this tool where you can measure things, right? And it'll tell you how big around it is. Right? Gives you that. You got perimeter, you got area, right? You can do that anywhere. Let's do Iceland. Right? So it pops up, gives you perimeter, area, elevation, all of that stuff, right? This is a clue that they took the flat map and wrapped it around a ball. I'm gonna show you. Just hear me out. I'm not saying put your whole bank on this, but it's just fun. Let's measure Antarctica. It's crazy they never fixed this. Or I don't know, maybe they have. Can't do it. You can't measure Antarctica. Because it's literally the border. Why is that? Just another clue. Breadcrumbs. You can measure every other place on this thing except Antarctica. Because it's not a continent. Which is why on the United Nations flag and the World Health Organization flag and whatever other world organizations that use this same map on their flag, the continent of Antarctica does not exist. It's represented by this thing right here. There's no Antarctica on this map because it is the container. It's right. This is it. This is the ice wall. This is Antarctica. The Arctic Circle is right around here. Boston Public Library. It's a legitimate. This is the Antarctic Circle. This is why it's a circle. I'm not saying that the United Nations represents Antarctica. I'm just saying that they have a map of the world and Antarctica is not on it because it is not a continent. All the continents of the world are on the map, right? And we're told that Antarctica is a continent, but it is not a continent. It is the wall that holds our oceans in. We don't know what's beyond it. We can't go. There's no exploration. Honestly, if you wanted to hide more land, what better way to do than to make you think it's a ball and there's nowhere else to go? Bro, you cannot go and freely explore Antarctica. You can go to a tourist section and that's it. You keep saying the same thing and I keep saying the same thing, Red. Like, you can't. All right, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to show you some flight paths that should break your brain. But it probably won't because you guys are so attached. What was I coming here to look for? Dag nabbit. Antarctica, ice wall. I can't even remember what I was going to look for. Somebody asked, Tet. Somebody asked. Yeah, and you will have all kind of NDAs that you have to sign, and based on your clearance, you will have limitations on what you can do, bro. I know there are stations there. I know there are people there, but it's not, I can't go independently get a team of explorers and go explore Antarctica because of that Antarctic Treaty. You will be stopped in the ocean. No, you can't, Paul. You can't. Do you hear about that kid that just got arrested? Dang it, man. I came up here to look at something. Can't remember what it was. All right, Red. All right, let's do flight paths.
All right, that's out. Now let's check out a flight from New York to Moscow, Russia. Okay, now if you look up the flight pattern on Google Maps, it will show you a route leaving New York, going through the tip of Canada, then through the tip of Greenland, then through the tip of Iceland, through Sweden, and then into Moscow. Now let me zoom in on this map so you guys can see that better. Like I said, it's me.
This was whack. Let's try this.
From Taiwan to Los Angeles, and Hawaii's out there kind of in the middle. Right about here, there was a medical emergency. Where would you land if you were the pilot? Hawaii. Right, or maybe go to Los Angeles. Instead, they went all the way up to Alaska. Why did they go to Alaska? The answer is because this is the route. Taiwan, emergency, Alaska. Hawaii is all the way out here. This is the actual route that they take.
Where's a better one? Check this out, Paul.
Said, let there be a firmament in the midst.
This is a rocket in the sky
Let it
right now.
divide
One
the
of SpaceX
waters from the
rockets.
waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a might.
You said they're to minimize gas consumption, Red Devil? I gotta find a better one now. I gotta find a better one now. Gosh, where is a high quality video?
So you may be asking
Here we go.
yourself,
This is my guy.
how is this guy so sure that the Earth is flat? Flat paths makes it pretty obvious. Now, in this flight, they made a stop in Amsterdam, which on the globe would make no sense. Why wouldn't they just fly from straight through and stop in Africa? Sense. Why did they go all the way up to Calgary here?
Flight
They
from
could've landed,
Beijing to
you know,
Dallas. They
somewhere
stop in Calgary.
America.
But on the
It's
flat
gotta
globe,
be
they're
seriously
straight lines, bro.
obvious
This
to you
guy's
guys
head is all in the
from
way.
London to Pakistan.
There's a
And
book. There's a book called 16 Flight Paths That Prove Flat Earth. And you get all these wonky flight paths that make no sense on the globe, but then you lay the path on top of the flat Earth map, and it's perfect. Yep. Yes, Paul. Right, this your SpaceX rocket, right? You're not catching my drift, Red. You're standing on a hill, and you got your baseball bat, and you're like trying to hit away everything without trying to comprehend anything. And so it's just pointless. Like it's pointless. Yeah, I'm done, OG. I had to close up shop, man. I had to close up shop. Oops. That looked just like that aurora that happened in that Operation Fishbowl I showed y'all. This is SpaceX rocket trying to leave. Can't leave. Bro, the path doesn't make it's the stops that they're making in those flight paths, Red, are longer distances than the distance that's shown on the globe. So your fuel consumption is not accurate because the distances are further. I need some images or something. What is this? Actually, it would be super cool to find a flight path ourselves, but I'm just not prepared for these flat theory debunk, of course. I read. Like I said, bro, I'm not. This is for that one rare nova that's hanging out and has asked some actual questions. Like for if you believe everything that we've been told makes sense, then there's nothing that I'm gonna be able to shake up in you. This type of stuff is for people who just it doesn't make sense. Like they're like, nah, that never added up to me. That never made sense to me. That type of person, that's what I'm talking to, because it's like trying to get somebody who knows that God is real to disbelieve in God. There's no way there was no way I would ever. I mean, I don't know. I'm so open-minded that I would still want to sit and have a conversation about it, and I would let you say your points or whatever. But bro, but I already been where you are, Red. Like, I grew up through the United States education system. I took physics. I took in my high school.
But it is Photoshop. But it's
This is the guy who made this picture that picture that shows up on our iPhones.
To Blue Marble 2.0. NASA's Rob Simmons made this, and it had wide appeal too. For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simmons' job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
That's what this is. A composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no...
Like, do y'all think that is real? That spinning thing they just showed? Like, that's obvious, like, made in a computer, right? Just like this. This is...
And the tricky part here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it was a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
Then,
There was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
and then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit command realistic. It looks kind of flat.
Show me a satellite,
or the clouds are
Red.
sort of too
Send me a
see-through.
link. Show me a
So I just
satellite.
hit command realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit command Z.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space, but I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
Go find me a real picture of the Earth from a satellite, Red. It's all cartoons, bro. The only satellites they have are sataloons. Bro, what is the evidence that whatever I'm hearing on the other side of the ham radio is a satellite? Like, that's the most baseless proof. It's the most baseless proof. That's as good a proof as when the president picked up the phone and called the astronauts on the moon and had a delayless conversation with them. 250,000 miles away, a delayless phone call between the president and the astronauts in 1969. Like, bro, it's and we've never done it since. The peak of mankind's technological achievement peaked in 1972. Bro, yes, radio waves exist, but you telling me to get a old ass ham radio to prove that there are satellites. Like, bro, I'm talking about like significant things, bro. Significant things. You're talking about something that who knows what is on the other side of this radio. Like, I'm talking about the technology is Stone Age. Like, if we were in 1969 and you like grab a ham radio and I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Like, come on, bro. We've reached the peak, the greatest achievement of mankind was 1969. Never done anything else. Yes, I believe in radio signals. Yes, I believe in light. I believe in radar. I believe in all of those things. I just don't believe in space. That's funny, Nova. I mean, I just said radio signals. Can they exit? Exit and go where, bro? Check this out. Look at this
I can
idiot.
go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
When you said that just now, did it sound stupid to you? Kind of.
I'd go to
Can radio signals travel beyond the line of sight? Yeah, of course. So this is an astronaut who's explaining why we haven't been back to the moon. He
in a
said that
nanosecond.
we destroyed it.
The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
When you said that just now,
What? Name one other technology that we used to have and we don't have anymore and can't make it again. Name one. They don't even have any of the telemetry data. They don't have any of the tapes. They have nothing. They lost it all. There's a video of a research company going and asking them if we can have all your archive stuff so we can make something. They don't have any of it. It's all destroyed. They lost it. The greatest achievement of mankind, and they got nothing. Bro, don't tell me too much money. Please don't tell me too much money. Please don't tell me too much money. NASA's budget year for fiscal 2026 is 18.8 billion. Don't tell me too much money, bro. That's the worst argument ever. NASA has been sucking up our tax dollars since the beginning. Yeah, whatever, man. That's stupid. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not raising a flag to you. Like, name another technology, name another achievement that we were able to do in the 60s and we can't do it 1,000 times better. Like, my iPhone has more power than Houston had in all their little big old computers that filled up the entire rooms. Okay, Red. I'm talking about 60 years of a massive budget. You're defending it like your daddy is NASA and you won't allow anyone to speak ill on his name.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go.
The kinds of technologies that we're testing out on space station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
And this is really the beginning, I think, of human beings leaving low Earth orbit.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
I haven't seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is even in existence, and as I said, even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't really give you much of a clue as to where this data ended up and whether it still exists or not.
Right.
So
right now,
beginning of this video, these astronauts are explaining how we cannot go beyond low Earth orbit, meaning they cannot leave Earth, right? And then you got that same guy telling you how we destroyed the tech. And then these are like the warehouse guys saying that we don't have the telemetry data or any of that stuff. Sorry, bro. Like, okay. Cost of the program. We can't afford to go back to the moon, is what you're saying. Even though NASA has been running and they've been promising of the return to the moon for many, many years now. But okay. All right. It's a budget situation. It's not the fact that we can't go beyond low Earth orbit. It's that we don't have enough money to go beyond low Earth orbit. Is that what it is? Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. These guys harness. That one is hilarious, BJ. Red's gonna be like that was the fuel from the 1960s that makes it look like graffiti. Not a star in the sky. But BJ, why, if we went, why would we replace actual footage with this kind of BS? Right? We would just show real footage. Where's the camera? How did they get the footage? Did they have Wi-Fi back then? They Wi-Fi'd it back. They just downloaded it, or did the camera have a launch on it too, and the camera launched and flew back to Earth with the film too? Is that what happened? How did we get this footage? How? What you got for that one, Red? How did we get this footage? How we get this footage, Red? So not only did we have the technology to leave the camera and have it tilt up and follow this thing and pan and all of that, then the camera radio signaled 250,000 miles away. Okay. All right, bro. That's how film works. That's how it happened. They just had a really good antenna on the camera, right? That red is gone. I'm glad y'all can see it. Red is gone. red is gone. Baseless. You're baseless, bro. You just floating around in space, man. So you're saying you believe that they used radio signals to control the camera, to make it pan up and follow this thing, and then they turned it off, and then they sent it to Earth. They sent it back to Earth, and then we decoded it, and now we have this beautiful, like, this is real to you, Red? This is legit? This legit? If this is legit to you, you have zero discernment, bro. You're hopeless. I have no hope for you. I have no hope. Also, this thing was inside of there. This thing was inside of there. Bro, if you think this is real, it doesn't matter, bro. If you think it's real, it doesn't matter, bro. Look at this astronaut riding in the thing. Tell me it's not a miniature. Look at this guy. Tell me this guy's alive. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Look at this dude in here. Lifeless body. Lifeless body. Tell me that body is not a freaking G.I. Joe with an astronaut on, sitting on a remote control car. Look at him. You're gone, Red. You're gone, bro. 60 hertz can go a million billion miles. Now what? Will you answer me that? Will you say that this is freaking fake as heck? Is that not, bro? This is the footage that they gave us of them riding around. Is that not fake? I don't know, Artem. I don't think. Oh my God. I wonder what pulled that ball down in space. Just leave it. Just leave it. Don't. Chill, bro.
Working, you can get in all different kinds of spots, and it all seems to work fine.
Yeah,
Come
it
on,
all
Harness.
seems to
Come
work
on,
just
Harness.
fine. Look, just look, folks.
So a floppy door. Working, you can get in all different kinds.
Just for it. You see that? His leg gets, and then it looks down, it gets entangled, and then he gets entangled to the right. Did you see that? If you want to, you can rewind.
In case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
Bro, the I'm telling you, Nova, like, it's so clear for people who have eyes to see. But it's hard to see when you believe it so much. When you believe it so much, you just refuse to interpret this as it is. They're lying to us, bro. They've been lying to us since we were children. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Huh? 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 Like, if you just can see. Bro, it's like you want to prove that it's possible for them to send us the fake footage from the moon. I'm trying to draw your attention to the actual launch and the rainbow graffiti that shot out, and there's no actual ignition, there's no real propulsion, nothing. It just graffiti and launch. It looks fake as hell, and you want to have an argument about the technology used to send it over 60 hertz radio waves. When, how did we record? How was video recorded in 1969? Was it recorded digitally or was it on film? I mean, I don't know. I guess they could, I don't know, whatever, bro. I guess they hit rewind and then it played it back and streamed it while the tape was playing forward, is what you're saying? Or were we recording digitally back then and it just radio transmission the file? Here's one reason. I can give you 18.8 billion reasons, Artem. That's one reason. Power, control. I mean, the why, we can hypothesize on the why, but we can't even get there until...
Did you know
we can't even get there if y'all are still brainwashed and believing what's obviously not real.
Bloopers from the famous NASA astronaut spacewalk from 19...
Okay, bro. Where can you reproduce the ability to transmit something 250,000 miles? What do you have? What do you have to prove that that is possible? Besides this video in 1969 or 72, whatever that was. Huh? The Earth is 25,000 miles in circumference. There's no place that you've tested 200,000 miles in a radio signal. Except for NASA telling you.
72. That's right. During the Apollo 17 mission, they brought back tons of samples and explored tons of space. But unfortunately, it didn't always go. But look at this man bunny hopping. He looks crazy. I get to go to show you that even out of this world, you can still look like an idiot sometimes. It's like another one bites the wound. He fell so slow. So slow. Oh, poor guy can't get up. This actually was a mission to replace the hydrogen batteries with lithium-ion batteries. Crazy. These are the...
Bro, like I said, bro, even if it was possible to transmit it, the video's fake. The video's fake, bro. The video's fake. And all of these videos that I'm showing, for a sane person who has discernment and intellect, can see that they are faking.
Oh, look at that. They can teleport objects right into the scene. This is how it works.
Mojo Vision CO test.
Okay, bro.
The first thing they installed was a The cost, however, NASA doesn't.
Why is it not going to these videos I'm clicking?
The cost, however, NASA.
It's broke.
The cost, however,
All right. Is anybody even at least questioning why would NASA be faking this stuff? Or is all this legitimate? This is just me capping and everybody capping about things that are normal. This is all normal, no problem. Honestly, it's like wanting me to hypothesize why a liar is lying. It's like, okay, I can come up with some thoughts, but like they would have to actually say, well, this was our objective, this was our agenda, right? But my opinion is to disconnect us from God. To disconnect us from God, because the solar system story completely contradicts the story in our religious books. It completely contradicts it. You can't, it's like one is right and one it has to be wrong. You know? So when you look at the story in Genesis, it's completely different from the Big Bang Theory. That was why they did the moon landing, Red. Because of the Cold War, we needed to win, and it was impossible to go, so we faked it. Simple. Are you trolling this whole time, Red? But yeah, like, if NASA says we have proof that there's no firmament and that the Earth is a ball and that the Earth is spinning and all these things that contradict what's in our religious texts, then now you have to, if you actually believe they have proof and they're showing you something you can see with your eyes since you were children, when you read in this book, it looks like utter nonsense. It looks like a book full of mystical stories and fairy tales, right? When in reality, if you go out with lasers or long distance cameras or infrared cameras and try to find the curve, you won't find it. The science, the literal things that are proven by the scientific method, you cannot find it. You cannot find the curve. Okay, Red. I literally, like, I literally have no hope. I'm talking to Red to Green 120. All right, that's what's up, T-Boy. You still out here trading, huh? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm really like, I'm talking to Nova, my guy Trey. You know, T-Boy Cash seems to be pretty open-minded, but he's trading over there, so that's cool. Who's funding the programs in these private universities, bro? Do you think that you can have a program funded by the government in which you contradict the government? Do you think that's possible? Your position is about belief in authority. That's literally the position. Belief in authority. You believe it's like the group consensus, right? All of these people can't be lying. All of these universities, all of these corporations, all of the science books that are written, it can't be a lie. Look at all this documentation. Okay, but look at these videos coming from these authorities that are clearly, bro, it's not just the USA. The Antarctic Treaty is most of the major developed world is a part of it. I know you can buy a laser and do it yourself. I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People are going out, they're buying lasers, they're buying high power cameras, and they're doing it themselves, and they're posting it for us to see. Like, look, there's no curve. I'm literally trying to show you. There's no curve. That is literally why when you search flat earth on YouTube, the first thing that comes up is a message telling you that it's not real, telling you it's archaic and debunked. Right here at the top. Why? All the stupid things you can Google, you can search for on YouTube, they're not going to tell you that it's stupid. Same with 9/11. Got a little story right here to let you know what the narrative position is and what you need to believe. No, you can't, Red. No, you look, bro. If we can see Mars, we can see all these galaxies, right? We can't zoom in on the moon and see the moon landing. Come on, bro. Here's a question, Red, just to see where you at. Did jet fuel melt the Twin Towers? Or was it a controlled demolition? Come on. This building was built to withstand a plane hitting it. No clue. All right. All right. You haven't read about it? Come on, fam. You're in the military. Red be the type. Red would be the type to watch a playlist of this, of controlled demolitions. Red would be the type to see this and be like, yeah, that's jet fuel, baby, all day. Look at the smoke shooting out. Oh, you need the you need engineer reports, huh? This is building 7, hit by nothing. Hit by no plane. Hit by no plane. Building 7, around the corner, hit by no plane.
When you woke up that morning, what did you think your stresses were?
Losing in fantasy football.
They all called out, Nova. Yeah, they all called out. Insurance policies taken out on the building days before. Whole building disintegrated. There's things going on in the world, man, that we ain't supposed to know about, and we supposed to follow the narrative given to us in the media. Yeah. There's a documentary called Loose Change that talks about all of it. And there's even newer documentaries coming out now. Like it's come back to life in a big way. But yeah, all the Jews didn't come that day. They called out. See, Red, I just think you lack the ability to critically look at something and see something that is super obvious. Like, I just, I believed the narrative about this until someone I just needed it to be pointed out to me. Look at it right now, bro. Is this not a controlled demolition, Red? Is that not a controlled demolition? Is there any other way that could happen? Steel and how many pounds of steel and concrete is that building? Just can you just say that's clearly a demolition? Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then not only that, BJ, there's people they got interviews of people talking about the news was interviewing people on the ground talking about a plane hit, and dude's like, what plane? There was no plane, it was an explosion. We were standing right here looking at it. It's all kind of stuff. The dancing Israelis, yep, they were sent to record the event. Bro, do I believe the building should have remained standing? I believe there was no legitimate reason for a perfectly fine building with a couple fires in it to disintegrate. Disintegrate into dust. It's a steel frame, bro. Like red, bro. You were plugged in. You got every plug plugged in. Like you got all these joints. You know what I'm saying? The one back here, like you was in the system, bro. Concrete still okay. So you don't think there were steel beams? There were steel beams and reinforced concrete for sure holding up that building.
We are counting down the top 20 most incredible building demolitions caught on camera. Let's begin with number 20. A structure used to store natural gas is destroyed by a
That was a fail. You don't see the C4, bro. You gotta wake up, Red. You living in a dream world, bro. You living in a dream world. That was the beginning for me. And it's funny because I thought that I was in the depths of the rabbit hole when I realized that. When I realized that hey, what's up, Deli? When I realized that happened and all the things that happened, like, bro, we have documented false flags in our past. Like, that's not our first false flag attack, right? We've done this to ourselves before. The government has done this to us before. But when I found that and I learned about, like the Freemasons and Illuminati and all of that stuff. And, yeah, this conversation would never go anywhere with you, Red. You when you get to a point where you actually have to use your brain, you be like, oh, can't use my brain. I got to read an engineer report. Yeah, so, but I thought that I reached the pinnacle. Like, all right, the government is evil. They're lying to us about all the things they're doing. And Voting is fake. It's all the same. Democracy, Democrat, Republic. It's all the same at the end of the day because the people pulling the strings are behind that. And I thought that was like the whole thing. And it just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper, man. Till you get to where it's all connected to the devil and the occult and sacrifices. And yeah, red is yeah, he's that's sad, bro. Right, but we're sitting here having a conversation, an objective conversation, looking at things and saying you could say, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know for 100% fact without reading a demolition report, but yeah, looking at it, it looks exactly like a demolition. I'll give you that. It does look exactly like a demolition. That's very interesting. I would be interested to read the report because you've piqued my curiosity because this is clearly not normal for a building to disintegrate into itself like that, right? Inshallah. Like, that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, you can't even, like, right. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. You got to take that into consideration. You got to take that into consideration. But there's just I almost think it's like non-playable characters. You know, I know, Red Devil. That's literally what I'm saying. Yeah, C4. The building was wired with C4, and they pulled it. They pulled it. They pulled it. It's too old. Do you see it? Look at it, Red. Listen. I rest my case, bro. I freaking rest my case. I rest my case. You can see the flashes and you can hear the explosions. And there's also video of eyewitnesses saying they could hear it. Boom, 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 boom. Please, Red. If there's any hope for you, it is this moment right here. Turn your audio up. There's the link so you can watch it with your wife later. Come on, Red. It's over. It's over, bro. Official video, bro. From the people trying to hide it. Oh my God. He said, I didn't see the C4. I don't hear the sequential. I gave him everything, bro. NPC. Official. Oh my, it is good to meet you, Ray. I've never actually met and been sure that I saw an NPC. Bro, what do you think this is? This is on TikTok, bro. This isn't from the government. Come on, man. There's no convincing you, bro. I literally gave you everything you wanted. Everything you wanted. You got the flashes. You got the sounds. NPC. NPC. Bro, TikTok. Do you remember how TikTok was going through a lot of trouble and they wanted to take it down? Do you know why? Because there's no censorship. If I look for this on YouTube, I'm going to get a Wikipedia note and a list of videos by the government telling me that it really happened. But if I go on TikTok, I can search all the flat earth conspiracies, all the government conspiracies I want, and there's no filter and there's nothing they can do about it. That's why TikTok is not trash, bro. You got to open your mind up, bro. The reason you think it's trash is because the government don't want you digging into stuff you ain't supposed to know about. You got to break free, bro. Like, just the fact that I've literally shown you what you asked for and you still are not accepting. You got to reflect on that, bro. What is in my chest that is keeping me from accepting what is obvious? You got to go look in the mirror and have a moment, bro. You got to go have a moment. This is freaking clear as day, bro. Yep. A whole lot of money.
John's like, let's go. I start to leave and I see people jumping from the top of the World Trade Center.
Here. All right. Look all the way in the right. Do you see any plane?
Man, I'm trying to find this interview.
Bill just collapsed inside the lobby. Was that a secondary explosion? Yes, it was. That was the yeah, definitely secondary explosion. We was inside waiting to go upstairs. And all the way upstairs, the whole fucking thing blew. It just collapsed right inside the lobby. I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one. It was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that. Everybody's inside the building waiting to go upstairs.
I was in 2 World Trade. It's from the very beginning, at 9 o'clock this morning, from 6 o'clock this morning. Take us through it, man. What happened? Well, I'm on the 6th and 1st floor with Morgan Stanley. And next thing you know, you could feel...
Whoa!
came down. I'm alive. I just want to know if my wife is alive. I want to eat too. Yeah. There's like, oh, it's calm. So I got down. And the cop came down. Oh, no, the cop came down. Look at me, man. It was fucking frightening. It was frightening as all hell. Come on.
Government did this, man. Tucker Carlson about to bring it out though. Tucker Carlson gonna bring it out. I mean, Red, there's no hope for you, bro. There's no hope for you, bro. You won't even admit that Building 7 was a clear demolition. Nah, bro. You're not gonna turn steel. You know, when there was a pool of molten steel at the bottom of the towers. But anyway, I give up. I'm definitely not going. If there were some other people, poking questions, then we could do that. But I'm definitely not going to go back and forth with Red about the obvious. Poor Red. Hey, but you know what they say, man? Ignorance is bliss. You know, life was definitely less stressful when I knew less about what was going on. You know, when I just trusted the government and, you know, believed in society, believed that the medical industry wanted the best for me and wanted me to be healthy. The pharmaceutical industry was here to keep me healthy. And, you know, the vaccines and, you know, everything was about me being good and healthy and living happy, prosperous life. It was nice. You know, the truth is tough, man. It's a burden. It's a burden for sure. But anyway, man, I got to roll out. It's always a pleasure, guys. Thanks for you 11 that hung out for my foolishness. Hope I opened some minds, man. It's super awesome talking to Nova. And yeah, man, the truth will set you free, man. The world is not as it seems. The world is not as it seems. It seems like the ground that you stand on outside is not moving, right? It seems like the things in the sky are doing circles. It seems like the ocean is horizontal, right? But we have all these things that we're taught to contradict what it seems like, to contradict what our senses tell us, right? So just keep an open mind. Yeah. Anyway, man, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.